This is the WJTS News. In the news tonight, tragic accident in Knox County. Jasper Walmart theft leads to chase and arrest. Red for Ed Action Day. Kurt Guxell will be in with sports, and our WJTS Informed segment continues. On our Monday with the Mayor segment, we speak with Lagodi Mayor Noel Hardy. All to come on WJTS TV News. I'm Jenna Schaffer with the news. A Knox County boy was tragically killed while crossing the street over the weekend. Just before 7 p.m. Friday, 8-year-old Micah Chambers of Bicknell was crossing the street on State Road 67 when he was suddenly hit by an oncoming vehicle. Chambers was taken to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. Knox County Sheriff's Department are still investigating the incident. 2 were arrested over the weekend after items were stolen from the Jasper Walmart, followed by a short chase. Sunday, Walmart employees saw 23-year-old Jessica Adams of Jasper stealing over $1,000 worth of items from the supercenter. She ran from the scene and got into a car driven by 31-year-old Matthew Cronin of Tell City. Police stopped the runaway vehicle near the intersection of Badenstrasse and Newton Street. Adams then fled on foot, but was caught not long after. Adams was charged with felony theft and resisting law enforcement. She was also charged on active warrants for neglect of a dependent, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and possession of salvia. Cronin had an active no trespass order from Walmart and was charged with criminal trespass and driving while suspended. Red for Ed Action Day is tomorrow, and many local teachers are looking to join the effort and attempting to get higher wages for teachers. Indiana State Teachers Association's Red for Ed Action Day is set to take place tomorrow at the Indiana State House as state lawmakers make their ceremonious return to begin the 2020 session. Teachers from across the state will gather to lobby for better pay, standardized testing having no effect on pay, and professional development requirement repealed. Some school districts across the state have had so many teachers take off for the rally that they have had to shut down school altogether. That's not the case for local schools. However, many teachers from across the area are heading up to the State House on Tuesday for the Red for Ed Action Day. Northeast DuBois will have 3 teachers heading up to the State House. Southeast DuBois will have 3 teachers also traveling to Indianapolis as well. Southwest DuBois will have 2 teachers heading to the State House. North Spencer Schools will have 12 teachers representing and attending the rallies. South Spencer Schools will have 5 teachers heading up to the State House on Tuesday, 1 to represent each of the district schools. South Spencer is also holding a Wear Red Day where teachers, students, and other school personnel will wear red in support of the teachers. Shoals Community Schools will have 6 teachers heading to the State House on Tuesday. Again, all of these schools will be in session on Tuesday as teachers head up to Indiana State House for Red for Ed Action Day. Speaking of Red for Ed Action Day, Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb isn't expected to be around the State House when thousands of teachers will be attending a rally there calling for better pay. Holcomb's office says he will be in Florida on Tuesday for a Republican Governors Association conference that was scheduled months ago. Holcomb hasn't criticized school districts and says that he applauds teachers for expressing their concerns. The rally, dubbed Red for Ed Action Day, will happen on the day legislators are gathering for organization meetings ahead of their 2020 session. Patoka Lake is hosting their annual Eagle Watch come January. Feel the wind of an eagle's wings while experiencing the world of eagles in Indiana with indoor and outdoor programs at Patoka Lake Nature Center on Saturday, January 4th from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern. During the 32nd annual Eagle Watch, featured will be a resident bald eagle and other live raptors. Dana Reckelhoff, DNR Patoka Lake interpretive naturalist, will share the life and story of these amazing birds of prey. Join Brian Finch, Patoka Lake wildlife specialist, and his team on driving tours to hotspots for eagle viewing. Rex Waters, Monroe Lake wildlife biologist, will share the history of the 1980s Eagle Reintroduction Program and the success of the species. Discover interesting information about eagles found in your part of the state. Other short topics include flight and osprey. A catered meal will be provided. Kids' activities and crafts will be available from 12:30 to 4 p.m. Cost is $15 per person. Advance registration is required and can be submitted by calling the Patoka Lake Nature Center at 812-685-2447. Dress for the weather and don't forget to bring binoculars, spotting scopes, and cameras. Have vehicles fueled for the driving tour. This event is limited to the first 90 registered participants. The Indiana Department of Transportation announces drainage structure replacement project on State Road 70 near Chrisney. Beginning on or around Monday, November 18th today, INDOT contractors will close State Road 70 from State Road 245 to State Road 66 for a drainage structure replacement. Crews will be excavating the old structure and installing a new one, requiring a full road closure at the site. During the project, the road will be closed to through traffic. Local traffic will have access up to the point of closure. All others should use the official detour using US 231 and State Road 66. Depending on weather conditions, work should be complete by the end of November. INDOT urges drivers to slow down and stay alert near crews. The City of Washington is set to have their Christmas stroll start this week. The 8th annual Christmas stroll for the City of Washington will happen Friday, November 22nd on Main Street. The entire event will last from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Activities for the Christmas stroll include carriage rides, live reindeer, and free hot cocoa. This year, the Elf on the Shelf hunt will not take place. Set to take place after the stroll is the Washington Christmas Parade. The parade is scheduled for December 7th. The second month of legal sports betting in Indiana saw nearly 3 times as much money wagered than in its opening month, with much of that surge coming from bets placed using mobile devices instead of at casinos. State data shows gamblers wagered a total of $91.7 million on sports in Indiana during October, compared to $34.5 million in September, according to a report released by the Indiana Gaming Commission. Regulated mobile betting began October 3rd when mobile sportsbook apps launched in Indiana, which attracted $48 million in bets for the month. Sports bets placed at casino windows or kiosks totaled $43.7 million, the report shows. The state collected about $1 million in sports gambling taxes last month, up from about $800,000 during the first month of legal sports wagering in September. But those totals are far below what casinos paid in taxes from their winnings on slot machines and other games, which totaled $34 million in September and $38 million in October. Football accounted for the most betting on an individual sport at more than $41 million. Baseball accounted for nearly $10.5 million in bets. More than half of the Indiana sports bets placed in October went through Amerstar in East Chicago, which was one of the first to launch mobile sports wagering through its partnership with DraftKings. Of the casino's $46.2 million in total wagers, $39.4 million came via mobile devices. Jeff Morris, a spokesman for Ameristar owner Penn National Gaming, says he couldn't discuss specifics about the performance of the casino's new sportsbook, but they have been pleased thus far. Vice President and Assistant General Manager at the Hammond Horseshoe Casino, Noah Hirsch, says the casino is working with its parent company, Caesars Entertainment, on getting a mobile wagering app to customers. Caesars Entertainment is Indiana's biggest casino operator, also owning the 2 horse-track casinos near Indianapolis, a casino near Louisville, Kentucky, and off-track betting parlors in Indianapolis, New Haven, and Clarksville. Stay tuned. Weather, sports, and our WJTS Informed segment are coming up next on 18 WJTS.